Welcome to Life Between the Listings with Aaron and Amy. We're realtors by day and real people all the time. This is about real conversations, big laughs, and real estate in between. Let's get started, Aaron. So, Aaron, how's your week been?
My week has been great. The real estate industry is, honestly, spring market is here, full force.
Yeah.
Blowing up. We are just, I guess we can say, both feet jumping in.
Yeah.
And excited for all of our sellers and buyers. And I think today we have an amazing guest to join us.
Who's joining us today?
We have Mike Scalzo, and he is with New Horizons Home Inspections. He, myself and you, is our go-to home inspector.
Yep.
He does sewer scoping, you name it, Mike does
We'll
it.
let him kind of share what he does in just a minute.
100%.
Yeah.
So
He'll probably have some fun stories for us, too.
I think so, but I think
think
before we start, you give me the finger. You know we need to call poor POUR decisions.
Yes. Okay.
Bring him in.
I'll bring him in. Hello, Mixer Rick. Come join us on the set. I'm very excited to see you.
I know, huh?
How's it going?
Hello.
Oh, look at the fancy glasses.
Oh yeah,
Pretty.
fancy.
Getting prettier and prettier over here every day.
Well, you gotta match the drink with the glass. I'm just a
Very
big fan
true.
of
Beautiful.
that.
And isn't this
Love.
love? So what do we have?
So that is a gin Ricky. Normally I say this is a gin me.
He's so cute.
But it's Ricky.
I'm going to keep him.
And I'm Rick.
I'm going to keep him.
I think, well, yes, I would hope he's a keeper for you.
Well, he
I would
is.
hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
What is it? What's in it?
So this is gin. So we have gin, soda. Actually, I made a mint one. So there's gin, triple sec, soda water, and I muddled some mint in there for you.
Oh,
He even
Lord.
muddled it.
Yep, muddled it and everything. So should
That's
be
kind
pretty
of a sexy
good.
Do I
word,
have-
muddled. What the heck?
Hey, do I have to squeeze the lime to put it in?
You don't always have to.
Okay.
It's sort of like I would take a sip.
Okay.
Similar to like if you're
Cheers.
at a restaurant, you taste your food before you salt or pepper it.
Sure.
Look in the comments, chill
Wow.
out. You know.
That is so good. Is there like cucumber in there or something? What
It
is
tastes
that?
like a little cucumber.
Mint
Oh,
and gin, and the gin's pretty herby.
That
So
is
it's a
so-
botanical.
this
gin.
Can I have 3
is,
more of these?
I think, the new spring drink.
This is the best
Yeah.
drink I think I've had in forever.
Sitting on the porch,
Oh my gosh.
relaxing.
This
Rick.
is
So
so
You
it's a
hit
gin
it out of the
Ricky,
park.
easy to remember, right? So it's got gin and
very
it's got
easy
me.
to remember.
Get it?
We,
Two
I've
very,
been using that joke too much.
two very
It's
good
a little
things
bit.
here. 2 very good things.
it is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh
Good.
my
Well,
God.
So
you
refreshing.
gals enjoy it.
Thank you. This is awesome. I'm going to really
Okay.
like this
Thank
one.
you so
You're very
much.
welcome.
you.
Have a
We
good show.
appreciate you.
Thanks. Oh my gosh. This might be one of the best ones he's made because it's so refreshing. I think leading into summer, all I want are like refreshing drinks. Like,
This is like you could sit by the pool
oh,
and sip on this. And
this would be
just-
dangerous though. This would be very dangerous because you
Well,
can't, it's not, you don't taste anything.
We
in
tend
it.
to be dangerous when it's just the two of us.
That is true.
I mean,
But
yeah.
we're brilliant at that moment, aren't we?
Well, I think we have
we
some
think we're brilliant?
very relaxed ideas that spawn into
Oh my gosh.
amazing
This
things.
needs to get out of my way
But
because I'm going
this
to drink
is, wow.
it. Wow.
So I think it's the perfect time to introduce.
Yeah. Let's bring
Or
in Mike.
bring in Mike.
Let's bring in Mike. Mike, come on down.
Come on in.
I hope you're going to have a little drink in your hands too, because this is going to be a fun episode with you. Thanks for
Hello,
coming.
everybody.
Hey.
Get in
We'll let you
right
get
here.
situated back there because I know that gets a little, that seat's a little swingy around. So if you start twirling
Hang on
around,
to my chair. You'll be
You're
fine.
right.
You won't spin. You'll be good.
It's nice to be here with you all.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming
We
in.
love you.
yeah, so we both
I love
used
you
you
too.
quite a bit. Now, Erin's been using you for longer than I have, so she introduced me to you, and I've added you to my cycle of home inspectors, and been very happy with it. So, yeah, how long have you been doing it?
Probably about 8 or 9 years or so.
Okay.
Started in California and then moved here.
Oh, okay.
And got licensed in North Carolina officially in 2021, if I'm not terribly mistaken.
Okay.
Feels like 50 years, even though I'm only 42 years old.
Yeah. A lot of crawl spaces and attics will do that to you, won't it?
They will, but there's never a dull moment. It's always exciting. I feel like I work from home, but it's just not my home.
Okay.
I get to work with great people like yourselves.
Aw.
Very, very few times do I get to feel like a guest in all this. So this is a nice encounter for me.
Yeah.
Well, we love having you here, and I can say, just to keep it real short, my buyers are always over the moon because you are the one person. First of all, you give them a booklet to reflect back and tell them what
Call me if you want a booklet.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. What do I need to do for maintenance? And again, you say, if you have questions, even a year from today, call me.
Yeah.
I'm
and
your
you
guy.
really are the one who you'll answer the phone, which is huge, right? I mean, there's a lot of really good people out there, that do well
There's
in the
a lot
jobs.
of great home inspectors.
But there's a reason we brought you in.
It's a personal touch.
Yeah, it's a personal touch, and it's that trust and that integrity in what you're doing. And I think that we have seen that very much with our clients. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm happy to help. They say if you like what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And
Like us.
to illustrate what you said, there's a client that I worked with about 6 years ago. He lives in Raleigh, and if he listens to this, he'll know exactly who he is. But I worked for him about 6 years ago, and since then we have replaced his roof, his heating and cooling and water heater, and then we also had to do grading work in the yard. We have done all that remotely since then. He
That
knows
is
who he
That's
amazing.
awesome. Yeah.
And I want to just put a little plug real quick, and then we'll jump into our questions. I trust you so much that I am booking you to inspect my mom's home that she has lived in for 21 years. And she just wants to know kind of, what do I need to do? I don't ever go in my crawl space.
Right.
I want to make sure that my home is current, up to date, and whenever I decide to sell, I want to make sure the little things are taken care of.
That leads us right into some of the questions that I think we're going to ask too.
So are you ready?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mike, what are some of the common issues that you see in some of these homes that you're going to? What are the big things that you're seeing?
Yeah.
Well, all homes are individual.
Yes.
So it would be nice and easy if there was one simple answer for everything, but they're very much like humans and everybody is individual. Some people have eye issues, some people have ear issues, some people have knee issues. So homes are no different. But some of the common ones would be older windows, maybe older HVAC heating and cooling systems, or potentially some grading on the outside.
What about aluminum
Grading.
wiring, piping?
Some of those things, so throughout history, there's been certain eras of time. The Vietnam War is an example where, because of a copper shortage here, people used aluminum wiring for electrical systems.
Makes sense.
And it has proven to be deficient in a few ways. So
Okay.
luckily that was only in a short little time back in the 60s and 70s, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But
We've
that is
got
one.
quite a few homes in the 60s and 70s built in Greensboro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few, yes.
Many have been updated or partially updated, though, from what I find. Or is that what
Many
you
have,
see?
yes.
Okay.
There also are many that have not. And building codes or standards are not retroactive, meaning if something was installed 80 years ago and it was fine when it was installed then, it might be different if it were installed today, but no one's going back and changing these things.
Right.
So that might be something we run into, or we run into a component that's 90 years old, but it still might be working. And then we say, well, it's still working.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a very good
So let me ask you, what is one of the weirdest things you've ever found in a home inspection? And no addresses, no names.
point. No names. No addresses.
But I don't know if you've seen our
And
other
it might not be
four,
one of our listings. It might
and
not be one of our
no.
buyers.
and
be someone
we've had,
else's.
a lot of things, but what is one of the weirdest?
For the longest time, drug paraphernalia was really high on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a smoking bong
Yeah.
one time when I showed a house.
I have yet to experience that.
Oh,
Well, no, that's not
it
true. That's not true.
Yeah, it was huge. Yeah.
I had someone that was not conscious on their bed when I knocked on the door and came in, and then they stayed unconscious the whole time I was inside until I entered their bedroom, and then they frantically woke up, which
Oh, my goodness.
which spooked
Scared
me,
you.
and yeah, that was a
Oh,
big ordeal.
goodness.
But the funny answer to your question is, ironically, one of the things that I came across this week could very well play in that category. And, again, no names, no addresses,
No.
anything like that. But there was a stain on the ceiling of a garage, and everybody said, oh, yeah, it's an old water leak or what have you. And
Okay.
I noticed that there was a little access hole near it, so I wanted to poke my head up there and see what was going on. Maybe I told you about this.
Oh,
Maybe I
goodness.
didn't.
No, you haven't. Share.
My
Please
imagination
share.
is just huge right now. Like I'm anticipating.
There was vegetation all around the house from when it had grown up, and it got ignored a little bit, so you couldn't
Yeah.
really see a lot of the roof outside. But a tree branch had fallen from a tree, and it just lodged
Oh,
itself
you did tell me.
into the roof, and it was sticking into the garage by about 6 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you did
And
tell me
the seller
that.
had no idea.
Nobody.
So here's an
Hey.
interesting thing: is there are times where we bring buyers to homes, and buyers go, "How the heck didn't the seller notice this?" And there's literally like trees growing out of gutters, right? I mean, you see this stuff all the time. So, and that's the thing: people just don't pay attention. So, what can a seller do who's getting ready to put their house on the market? What are like 3 things that they can really look around at to make sure that they would give like the biggest impact? I mean, gutters, I would think, would be a big thing because that's going to affect a lot of
Roof.
draining, roof. But I'm going to let you answer. I'm not going to speak for you here. What are some of the things?
The absolute biggest things that give anybody any hang up during this process is heating and cooling systems.
Oh, yeah.
That's the absolute biggest trip up. So get your system serviced.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a gas furnace and it's older than 15 years old, have the heat exchanger checked. If you have those things done before someone like me shows up, it will expedite things tremendously.
Right.
To your point, gutters are a big one. Yes. Exterior grading, making sure the land doesn't slope towards the house. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Simple landscapers can help out with that. Change your air filters too.
I went through that
Big
personally.
thing.
We forgot to change ours for about a year, and we had some issues.
Well, and I
It
will
was during
say
a busy time.
it's crazy. And I just had
Embarrassed
Mike
to say.
inspected my personal home, and I just had all my ducts cleaned and all that stuff, which was
Perfect.
great. So another question would be, what about when Dad or
Uncle Jimmy.
or Grandpa Bob
Yep.
shows up to the inspection?
They're right on the heels. They're wanting to follow you around because we've all had it, right?
And I know you're so personable,
Yes.
but do they really need to be there?
And the professional answer is, of course they're
I'll
welcome.
take anybody. I'll answer all questions, which I know you do, because I've been on inspections with you where
How do
we've
they
got
get in the
5
way?
family members.
How do they get in the way, or how do they potentially create a diversion where you miss something? I mean, because that can happen, right?
It can.
Yeah.
It's always with good intentions. I will say that these people show up.
Yes.
It's never with bad intentions.
Yep.
The most audience I've ever had was roughly 20 people, where it was family and extended family.
Oh my
and
gosh.
20?
It was
Was that my family?
no.
The big Italian family came.
It was a bit much. But and this has happened hundreds of times. Almost every single time, it's always in an effort to make sure that whoever I am or whoever might be in my shoes is knowledgeable, they're prompt,
That's right.
they're respectable, they know what they're
They're
doing,
protecting
and they're
their
showing
family.
up and they're working.
Yeah.
We live in a world nowadays where you can't count on every single person doing all of their job.
That's right.
And that extends to pretty much a lot of professions.
Yeah.
So I think when people are buying a home, it's a very big purchase, and their family wants to make sure that they're getting the right service. And I think that makes sense.
Would you prefer to have the family member come a little bit later in the process? Because I know a lot of times we say, we'll show up if someone needs to be there the whole time, if they're, diehard about it. Of
I
course,
think
we're going
the
to be with
last
them.
30 minutes
30
is
less
the
30
best.
minutes to an hour, is really, because then it gives you a chance unencumbered to go through everything without questions being answered, and then you can just focus in, right? I mean, that's kind of how I coach my clients, at least.
That is the best, yes. And there are advantages to showing up during and watching me during. But to your point that I think that you're alluding to, sometimes we can talk and we can get excited about things, and then we can forget to check certain things.
And I've seen that, not with you in particular, but I've seen that happen with other inspectors. Something gets missed, and I'm like, that probably wouldn't have been missed otherwise.
Well,
That
and
hasn't
I
happened to
think
me that I know of.
Yeah.
no, and I
that's
think
good.
also one of the best things, and I go back to a recent client that we had together, and one lives here and the other one is moving here, and we showed up. You gave us a time frame, so it was like the last 30 minutes. We did that. We went through FaceTime with him. She was present. Boom, boom, boom. Answered the questions. And hey, once you get the report, if you have any additional questions, call me. And I honestly feel that's the best, as opposed to being there and walking right behind you. And what's that? What's that?
Right.
There are people that want to have that and they want to be there, and that's fine. And I know you adjust to that. But I really feel coming in at the end and highlighting the things that are most important, and then saying, when you get the report, call me.
I think that's a great way to do it.
You have questions?
Yeah.
I'll be here to answer it.
Took me a few years to figure out that formula, but I agree.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
So we're going to move into a segment called Never Have I Ever. And this is a really fun one.
It is.
So what we want you to do is think about some crazy situations that you possibly had. And I'm going to let Aaron start. We're each going to give one. Okay? But I want you to think about it. So Aaron, what is your first Never Have I Ever for tonight?
And we drink if we have done this thing?
Yes, we drink. Oh, yeah, here's
Yes.
the rules. We drink if we have done it.
You
so
do.
You might just want to hold your drink and be ready.
I will say, never have I ever walked into a home and found some paraphernalia in a smoking bong in a closet.
I haven't found that.
Cheers.
But you guys obviously have. Okay. All right, let me think about it. Never have I ever
I know.
gone on a showing and walked out to the backyard, beautiful backyard, waterscape, everything, and walked directly through the yard, directly towards the water fountain, and had a huge rat run across my path, jump back, and run back in the house.
Yeah, no, I've never had that.
If we changed rat with snake, then I could drink, but
Okay, do you never
Critter.
have I ever?
never have I ever been hired to go to an address and was given the wrong address.
Oh.
And not only was I given the wrong address, but the wrong address I was given, the front door was open and the guests were sleeping naked on the couch.
Yeah, you can drink on that. I've never had
I
that.
mean, wow, that is. I'm taking a drink just because that's a
I
rough
feel
one.
for you, so I'm going
That's-
to drink on that.
What did you do? That's crazy.
I said, this has been a huge mistake. Please don't shoot me. And then I left. That's a true story.
Holy,
That's incredible.
that's insane.
I think he just took the Never Have I Ever's to a new level.
Yeah.
we need to really work on our material after this one.
We
Oh my
definitely
gosh.
do. Oh my God.
Mike, this
So,
has been great. Thanks so much for
This
coming
has
in.
been great.
Yeah, we
we
loved having
just
you.
want to thank Mike with
Yeah.
New Horizons Home Inspections for being here with us. We thank you. We respect you. We think you're amazing.
Can't wait to see you again on the field as
love
we
it.
normally
Yes.
do. Yes.
And
So.
thank you for joining us on this podcast. We ask you if you liked it, subscribe, leave comments, tell your friends,
Yes.
and we'll be back
Yeah.
real soon.
We'd love to see you again. Bye.